First up, a smartphone gadget I don't think I've ever come across in public, but there are a lot of potential uses for this. You're looking at a portable 1080p display with a trick up its sleeve. It can be completely powered by your phone, so one cable connecting your smartphone and this display, and all of a sudden you've got either a full desktop experience or just a better way to watch your Netflix shows on the go. Fun fact, I used to be a big fan of the drum kit, so this blew my mind. It's a kit containing 4 sensors. You attach one onto each foot and then one onto each of 2 drumsticks, and you can play the drums anywhere. It also doesn't really matter what surface you're hitting. It could be a table, it could be your lap. I wouldn't say it quite replicates the feel of a drum kit, but it's about as close as you can get without one. I think he's a fan. I think he's into this one. The Osmo Mobile 3 is pretty much the king of affordable smartphone stabilizers. It's not the cheapest, but considering just how smooth it can make your footage, it's worth a slight premium. Take this, video taken on an iPhone whilst running lightly, and now this, with exactly the same settings on the phone, just with the gimbal. It also folds up into an almost pocket-friendly size. Next up is GripPad, and it lets you mount your phone pretty much anywhere. Whilst you've probably seen sticky pads like this, the fact that this product has a cover means that when you're not using it, you can close it, and so the stickiness lasts longer. It can supposedly be used thousands of times. GoCube kind of feels like a 21st century reimagination of the Rubik's Cube. You're still looking at a 3x3 cube, with the objective being to solve it by rotating until each side is a plain color. It can not just guide you on the best next steps from where you are, but it brings minigames and challenges. Plus, it records your stats. Also, the company has clearly spent a long time thinking about the feel of the cube. Each movement is super smooth, and there's a satisfying lock every time you shift into a new position. The Ori is a tiny gadget that lets you make phone calls with your fingers. I'm not even joking. It connects to your smartphone and can give you a subtle vibration anytime there's a notification. But more interestingly, when you're on a phone call with someone, you can talk to them just by going like this. I'm being dead serious. Ori has a good quality microphone built in to pick up your voice and uses bone conduction to send the audio from the other person into your inner ear. What's also cool is that when a message comes in, you can literally just place it on your ear like this and it'll dictate it for you. Plus, you can use a whole load of other air gestures to control other parts of your phone, like what music track is playing. It still feels a little first gen. It doesn't pick up all the gestures I'd want it to, but I hope it improves over time. By a company called BZ Future, I think, we've got one of the better mobile gamepads. It feels tightly constructed, no flexing, and the buttons good enough. But the most important differentiator here is that it slides onto your smartphone, and this makes a whole lot more sense to me than a traditional Bluetooth gamepad, for which you'd have to find a separate holder to keep your device mazing. Then we've got Stellina, probably the most expensive gadget we've ever had on this series, but the results are mind-blowing. They call it an observation station. You've probably seen night mode on smartphone cameras. It allows you to still capture good detail in the dark. Well, this is kind of like that, but on steroids. Stellina has a massive Sony sensor that is built for extreme low light performance, and the equivalent of 50 times zoom, so when you pair that together, you can see distant space far beyond what your eyes alone can. I took this shot of the Andromeda Galaxy, and this is just after 5 minutes of capture time, and on a day with a pretty average amount of light pollution. It's also built to be easy. It can automatically find constellations, and it will lock on and shoot them for you.